Reading Benjamin McCrae, Coach Ben coming at you. I want to welcome everybody to channel First Gen Wealth Academy. Guys, we are all about personal development. We just came back from reading Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. Our next series of readings or series of reads, whatever. The book we're reading right now is The Business School for People Who Like Helping People by Robert Kiyosaki. This is a powerful book. It's about business, becoming self-employed, and it focuses mainly in the network marketing space, which is my love. I have businesses, but I'll always have a network marketing business. So we're going to go through some chapters. We're really excited about this. The first chapter is, what is the first chapter? What makes the rich rich? Wouldn't you want to know why rich people are getting rich? And in this chapter, and just so you understand, guys, I don't read it page by page. I'm reading the book on my own. I'm pointing out a few key points that I got from each chapter. I want to encourage you to go and get the book. Ladies and gentlemen, here's what I know. Leaders are readers. And the sad reality, according to statistics, the average person, I think there's like upper 60%, don't quote me on that percentage, but a large amount of people stop reading books after they graduate from high school. People don't read. So one of the key things I want to get back to, and I felt guilty of this. I used to be a serious advocate of reading, turning the pages, sharing my books, and then along came social media, scrolling and reading posts and dumb stuff. We're getting back to reading in 2023 and beyond. So the book is The Business School for People Who Like Helping People. What makes the rich rich? Here's the key thing that it says. I want to point this out. First and foremost, this is Robert Kiyosaki. This is a gentleman, the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. You may have read this book. If you haven't read it, you've heard about it. Get this book, okay? But basically in this chapter, it was talking about how when he was a child in school, he was annoyed because teachers weren't teaching how to become rich. They had him dissecting a frog, and he's like, what in the world does me dissecting this dead frog have to do with me becoming rich? And he asked the questions. He was a radical young man. And in the books, he had a friend. His dad was an educator, high up in the education system, but he struggled financially. But his best friend had a rich dad, which is what he called his rich dad. He went to his rich dad and was like, why don't the education system teach us how to become rich? And it states his rich dad pretty much, he talks in codes. He wants you to figure it out himself. And he was basically saying that the system is not designed to make the masses rich. You're being educated simply to become an employee. You're not designed and educated to become rich. Those who created the educational system put it in place where it's only designed not to create innovation, but to create the lowest thought process to simply provide a service. And back in the day was the industrial age where you assembled vehicles and things of that nature when America made things. But that's the reality. This is why it's so important that we pick up books. Jim Rohn said, formal education gives you a good living, a job. Self-education makes you a fortune. Self-education is what you do. But in this chapter, I'm going to point out a couple of things real quick. It spoke of, if you want to be rich, you need to be a business owner and an investor. Period. You must learn how to become a business owner. And it spoke of Thomas Edison was rich and famous, but in this story, it speaks of how Thomas Edison did not invent the light bulb. as history will portray. Thomas Edison created a sustainable, scalable system, a network that made him famous and made him wealthy. And it talks about in here the richest people in the world build networks. Everyone else is trained to look for work. You can't become wealthy unless you build a network. Tremendous wealth is what they're basically talking about. A couple other things I want to point on. It states here also why the rich get richer. Birds of the same feather flock together. It stated that many people spend their lives hanging out with a network or network with people who hold them back financially. One idea this book wants to pass on is that a networking marketing business, I never heard it that way. It's a network marketing business. He's a networking marketing business. A network marketing business is a business with people who are there to help you become richer. Network marketing is a business of personal development with a compensation plan in place. I'm not going to go down that, get on that soapbox, but this is an industry where no one succeeds unless it helps others become successful. One question you must ask yourself is the company I work for or taking a look at dedicated to helping me become rich? And then another chapter here, a business school for the people. Personally, I am thrilled to be writing this book and supporting the network marketing industry. Many companies in the industry are offering millions of people the same business education my rich dad taught me. The opportunity to build your own network rather than spending your life working for a network is priceless. There's other ways to become rich. Many people have acquired great wealth building a network marketing business. In fact, some of my richest friends have created their fortunes building a network marketing business. Yet, to be fair, and this is key, there are other ways a person can acquire great wealth. Therefore, in the next chapters, this book will go into other ways people are becoming rich and, more importantly, financially free. Free from the drudgery of earning a living, clinging to a job security, living paycheck to paycheck. After reading the next chapter, you may have a better idea of whether building a network marketing business is the best way for you to create your own personal fortune and a vehicle to pursue your dreams. Guys, the next chapter we'll come back with is there is more than one way to become rich. I want to encourage you, go grab this book, share this book with other people. Entrepreneurship is the way of the future. We're going back to entrepreneurship. When it all began, we were all entrepreneurs. And then we got into this industrial age as becoming workers, but now we're becoming entrepreneurs again. That is the future, and we're going to help individuals with that. So with that being said, guys, I thank you so very much. Look forward to seeing you all on the next presentation, on the next video. If you like what you hear, like and share, join, subscribe. Let's get it.